Damn, these things never work. Ow!
You okay?
Yeah, here it is. I've got it. Well, this is it.
This is it?
Yep, this is it.
Well, wow.
Yeah, it's a barn.
No, I mean, yeah, it really is a barn.
The cows walked out and the actors walked in.
When?
Well, not actually. I mean, there were cows here, but they're not here anymore. But there were cows here like 1 or 2, well, a long time ago. When it rained, 2 centuries worth of cow shit. They renovated it in 33. And that's when our theater started.
Renovated it? Where?
Well, the stage. They put in the stage.
Oh, so is this like a snipe hunt or something? Not really. Where's the theater? This is like the scene shop, right?
Well, yes, we build scenery here too, but this is theater.
Where does the audience sit?
Here, right where we're standing.
You got any seats?
Of course. Over there. Hold it up.
Folding chairs. Metal folding chairs.
Keeps them awake. No snoring during Peer Gynt.
You did Peer Gynt?
Last year. So what do you think? I know it's a bit rustic, but...
Rustic may be an understatement.
But it really is charming. It has loads of charm when it's cleaned up. And I'd like you to be a part of it.
Well, great. What's the season?
Dracula.
The Balderston and...
New adaptation. Very faithful to the novel.
Whose?
My own. Dracula, Prince of the Undead. No royalty.
I look forward to reading it.
So do I. Well, I mean, it's almost, not quite. And then Charley's aunt and Lear.
Lear? Here?
Howl, howl, howl.
That's awfully big for a theater like this, isn't it?
Well, we're cutting it down, of course. Very lean, spare production, lots of doubling and tripling, loads of theatricality. It's one of the reasons we're trying to rep.
Red?
Yep. Small, tight, talented company doing 3 great shows. Dracula one night, and the next Charley's aunt, and Lear in between for the matinee.
It's certainly cold enough for the heat. Got any heat? Or air in the summer, I mean?
Only when nature provides us through those big barn doors. Blow winds and crack your cheeks. Rage blow.
Who's playing Lear?
I am.
You are?
Well, I know. But it's my time to tackle the son of a bitch. Run a summer theater for 8 years, and you'll understand. You won't believe some of the local critics. How sharper than a serpent's tooth.
I thought he was referring to his daughters.
Whose?
Lear's.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
So are you directing that?
Yes, I am. I know, but it's my time to tackle the son of a bitch. What the hell?
Yeah. What the hell?
You know, I think you could play, what's his name?
Edmund?
What? No, in Dracula. What's his name?
Renfield.
Well, no, I'm cutting him. The other one.
Oh, well, I'd love to try it.
No, not Dracula. I see him as very... But you know, the one who always says, "But surely, Dr. Van Helsing, you can't mean there are such things as vampires."
Oh, yeah, well...
And then Edgar. Which one's the bastard? I can never keep them straight.
Well, it's a good thing you're not playing Cloudfister.
Why?
He's their father.
Oh, right. Yes.
So, who's playing Cloudfister? Or anybody else?
Richfield Hawksley will play Gloucester. He's been with us since, well, forever. He started here as an apprentice when Maria Spencer was the artistic director. He was Jimmy Stewart's roommate at Princeton.
Good lord, he must be 90.
No, not 90.
Well, if he was Jimmy Stewart's roommate.
Well, maybe it was Stuart Graney. Well, he's still sharp as a... Well, great stories. And I'm not really sure how the rest of the cast will follow yet. Some old, some new. Charley's aunt. Ever done it?
No, but I'd love to try it sometime. It's one of the funniest plays. A great farce.
4 times. Wore the dress once.
You directing that too?
No, Susanna Huxley. Do you know her? Very sharp. Right out of Yale. It's her first professional gig, but she has some extraordinary ideas.
How about Charley's aunt?
She did this amazing thesis on Noel Coward in the Yale swimming pool. Gender switching, puppets, synchronized. Very erotic.
And you saw this?
She wrote Barbara about it.
Barbara?
Barbara Martin, our major donor. Without her annual donation, the Playhouse wouldn't make it. She's very strong on encouraging young directors, particularly women. And particularly women who are daughters of a roommate at Vassar. She lives in Palm Beach in the winter.
Susanna?
Barbara.
Oh, so Charley's aunt.
You know, to be frank, I'm not putting you on here. I think you could wear the dress.
Really?
Would you want to?
Well, it's a very funny play.
Well, some guys are very, well, particularly straight guys. They're nervous about, you are, aren't you?
Last I checked.
Okay, good. I mean, it would be okay if you weren't.
I am.
You are?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, good, good. Not like good that you're not, but like good that... So you'd be okay wearing the dress?
Well, it's a very funny play. I'd love to try it sometime.
Okay, then it's done.
Well, I don't know if I should leave town yet or not. My agent won't want me to. I'm starting to get sent out for commercials. A first refusal last week, in fact. And I got a call back for all my children.
Oh, good.
And it's still pilot season, so you never know what.
No, I know.
And it's 4 months away.
You'll think about it. Thanks for coming up and auditioning anyway.
No, thank you for the offer. We'll just have to see.
Shall we go back to the farmhouse?
Yeah, it really is cold.
It's February. I'll get the ghost light this time so we don't kill ourselves. I know what it looks like now, but come summer, July, beautiful New England evening, sun setting back from our mountain like Mr. Wilder says, and sometimes the sun slants across the roof in the perfect way through the sugar maples, creating a lighting effect that you can only dream about recreating on stage. And some nights the evening light is so clear that it makes everything stand out like an impressionist painting. Crickets. And then a couple of hundred people come here to sit in the dark on uncomfortable chairs in a 200-year-old barn with no air conditioning to watch us act out stories. Why? It's a complete mystery to me. A miracle of sorts. Who could not want to be a part of that? Hi.
I'm Mary. Thanks so much for seeing me. I have really wanted to audition for you guys for like ever. How long are you in New York anyway? Because if you're here this weekend, I'm doing a showcase. Teatro Grosso in the Bronx. It's right on the D train past Yankee Stadium. Here's a flyer. It's a new adaptation of the Epic of Gilgamesh. You know, like Persia or Iran or something back before the Middle Ages even. Though, I don't know if there's an old adaptation even. I get taken by the gods. Can you believe it?
Taken by the gods, really?
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Though I offer myself really, like a virginal sacrifice. Kevin's working on that with me. Kevin's directing it, and he wrote it. Like the adaptation, not the original epic. That was Eugene O'Neill or Loki Vega or somebody. Am I talking too much? I'm gonna do Ophelia, okay? Do you mind if I use you?
Well, I don't mind. Susanna?
Don't use me. I don't like to be used. Could you sit like there?
Susanna's directing comes off.
Oh, cool. I'm so tense. There's fennel for you and columbines. There's room for you, and here's some for me. We may call it a Herbo Grasso Sunday. Oh, you must wear your rue with a difference. There's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, no, he is dead. Go to thy deathbed. He will never come again.
Good. Interesting choice.
I think she's offering herself to Claudius. I really do. I'm working on her in class.
Really?
Paul, my teacher, says my work lacks emotional intimacy.
Really?
But I'm really trying to open myself more to opening my intimacy in my emotional work.
Good. Really?
That piece has never been so full for me before.
Really? Good.
Do you need any more?
Well, I don't need any more. Need to see any more. I think that'll do me. Do it for today. Susanna, anything? Charley's ass? Aunt?
Yay, thanks. Oh, Mary, do you swim?
shall tear each your eye out in fear and horror of me, Dracula, prince of the undead. You think you have left me without a place to rest, but I have one last earthbox. Search as you will, you shall never find me. I shall sleep in my earthbox for centuries. My revenge has just begun. Hear my prophecy.
Good. Tyler, tell me, you've done this before?
Last winter, our factory dinner Playhouse. These old texts, though, creeps, I want to tell you. This text yours?
I'm trying to do the novel justice.
That's just what I like to do. Do Dracula, flab the impale of justice. Boy, would that be refreshing. Is there a second act?
Coming very close. It's all...
Nah, well, if it's anything like this, you are home free man. I need to do them again, you know. At the art factory was also surface, cape, and smoke, and teeth, and prime rib. I hate all those cheap tricks. I want to find my inner flab the impale.
Well, your inner... I mean, in that, it spoke. So you'd be willing to come back after last summer? I mean, Peer Gynt and the Flying Pig and all?
I love it up there, man. The fed barn, and I won't trivialize Vlad. I'll live them up for you. You can live the undead, if you know what I mean.
That's terrific, Tyler. Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh, and Tyler, by the way, did you by chance keep the cape and the teeth?
of course.
This the Playhouse edition? Yes. Come in. You're... So I'm here to audition, my agent. Yes, I'm Gordon Page, artistic director. Susanna Huntsman, my associate director. Do you have a picture and resume here? I don't think I've got one here. My agent didn't send one over? Doesn't look like it. I don't believe this. Don't think I have one here. I don't really use them much anymore. Really? Yeah, I mean, most people just know. I mean, 20 years in the business, and I guess you still need a picture and resume. Well, it's a formality, really, but... So who's playing there? I am. Of course. It's my time to tackle with something. I did it with Joe in the park in the early days, before I started experimenting with movie stars. Have we met before? I don't know, we may have. I'm Gordon Page. I don't think we've met. So tell me about your theater. Well, we're an old summer theater. It's a barn. I did that circuit back in Ogunquit, Kenmuncourt, the Lakes region, the Cape. Back when they did plays, before it was all that nonsense vibe and the flag thing with the aging adolescents from the Brady Bunch. Well, we do plays, no musicals. That's why I'm here. So I'll do a Gloucester, Van Helsing, and anything you want from that stupid farce. Take that load off your mind. Well, Van Helsing and Gloucester are cast, Richfield Hawksley. But would you mind taking a look at Cornwall? Cornwall? The lighting's pretty bad here. You could do something from memory. A monologue? A memorized speech, like in school? Well, I mean it polite. Like, now is the winter of our discontent. Or, there's some importance in Grover's Corner. Call the agent. Tell him to set it up. My time's kind of tight today. It was very nice to meet you. Don't get up.
He's perfect. I loved his energy.
What's his name? Hi, Mr. Barbara? Yes, this is Gordon Page from the Playhouse. Yes, that's right. Peer Gynt it was called. Oh, those were trolls. Oh. I am sorry. Sound of music? Huh. I don't think we could fit the Alps in the barn. Those were fjords in Peer Gynt. Fjords. Fjords. No, not Fiji. Fjords. Fiji is in the South Pacific. Well, yes, I have seen that one. It's a very good one. And Bali hi to you too. Well, actually, the reason for this call, well, it seems that we haven't gotten your very generous annual donation, and I see. Peer Gynt. You really feel that? No, we will never do it again. Or anything by Ibsen again. Or anything like it was by Ibsen again. Really, I promise. Never again. Oh, this year? Well, this year we'll be doing Dracula, Charley's Aunt, and King Lear. Really not that depressing. Ultimately very uplifting. Lots of uplift. Well, no, I suppose it's never too late to change. Any Shakespeare other than Lear, but... Okay. Yes, I understand. We do need your support. Thank you, Mr. Martineau. Mr. Martineau? Mr. Martineau?
Gordon!
Casey, Richfield, what are you doing here? Not to audition, certainly.
Oh, good God, I hope not.
We met for coffee, thought we'd drop by.
Thought we'd drop by since you were in town. How's my wonderful old barn, my temple among the elves sitting under wintry blankets?
Well, it's May.
Richfield Oxley.
Sorry, Richfield. Susanna Huntsman. Susanna, Daisy Coates. Richfield and Daisy have been with us since, well, forever. Susanna will be directing Charley's own.
Oh, how wonderful.
And she'll be doing a bit of acting, too. Seems she's never been on stage.
Really?
Well, I don't believe the directing has anything to do with acting.
Really?
Did Charley's on at the Playhouse in 48. Again in whenever, when this side's on the dress.
What dress?
Oh, what dress? Oh, good.
Yes, what dress? Very good. Oh my God.
Tell me what year you were born and I'll tell you what plays you were doing in that wonderful old barn among the sugar maples.
Well, what plays you do doesn't matter. It's what you do to them.
Well, not
Exactly. Madame Ouspensky used to say, even when I was younger than your age, she used to say, well, I don't remember what she used to say, but Gordon, I want you to know, I have learned it. Letter perfect, I have learned it.
He's been working on it all year long.
It was a solid year, by God, but I learned it. As flies are to wanton boys or we to the gods, they kill us for their sport.
Oh, shit.
King Leader, the Earl of Gloucester, blind, you know, by this point.
Richfield, we've made a slight change to the schedule. We're doing Hamlet.
It's not Leader anymore.
It's Hamlet now?
Why?
Marva thinks it's too depressing. Besides, it's my time to tackle the son of a bitch, Richfield. It's my time. And we've already got a fabulous Ophelia.
You've got your Ophelia already?
Yes, Daisy, I was thinking maybe Gertrude.
Whatever.
What a rogue and peasant slave I am.
Am I?
Am I?
Oh, shit.
Let me see here. What's next?
Cocktails?
Not yet. Not yet. Claire, it's up to you now. Claire is our... What? What is your title now? You've taken on so much.
Producing Executive Administrative Director.
So, bathrooms, budgets, and books? Does that sound about right? Be nice to her. She refills the toilet paper dispensers and writes the checks. But I sign it.
Very humorous, Gordon, per usual. Well, I don't have to tell you how happy I am you're up here. I stay up here all winter while Gordon does artistic things in lofts and basements around New York. And it's been a long winter. It's always a long winter. But my job is to keep you people organized. So if you'll follow a few simple rules in these guidelines, we'll get through the summer just fine.
That's it? Nothing else? Okay then.
I do want to add one thought on the subject of office supplies. Now, I work in an office, so I have office supplies. Most of you don't work in an office, you work in rehearsals or someplace, so you don't have office supplies. Now, I understand that. If you worked in an office, you would have office supplies. However, simply because you don't work in an office and don't have office supplies does not mean that my office supplies are therefore your office supplies, even though they are the Playhouse office supplies, supplied by the Playhouse, and you think you have a right to those office supplies. Well, you don't. Not my office supplies. I mean, I am a person. I have pencils. You are people too, so you should have pencils. I don't know why you don't. I have pencils. I take care of my pencils. I sharpen them. You never seem to sharpen them. Why? I don't know. Probably because you don't have them. So why don't I ever have any pencils? When Haley comes in with a receipt for 10 yards of fabric from viewers, and I want to write that down, I cannot be looking all over for a pencil. Can I? I ask you. Can I? So, I hope we're all clear on the subject of office supplies. I'm sure we will all have a wonderful and fulfilling summer here at the Playhouse. And if you need anything,
Except pencils.
stop into my office in the woodshed.
Thanks, Claire. I'm sure that...
Claire, I have a question. What is the proper procedure, the correct protocol, as it were, to get our money back if the Coke machine just eats it and we don't get a Coke.
What the hell is that about?
Gordon, the Coke machine. I am not responsible. This summer, I am not having anything to do with the Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Northern New England or any of their products. That machine is an abomination. It is a nightmare. It is my cross. I am really, really glad you find this funny, Sarah. I really am glad. Because I most certainly do not.
Well, enough said about office supplies, pencils, and Coca-Cola products. So, once again, welcome. It's going to be a wonderful, a terrific, a great summer. And now, a word of wisdom for us all. Speak the speech. Oh, I almost forgot. Mrs. DeMarco sends her best to you all, especially you, Susanna, from Palm Beach. Speak the speech. Oh, and don't let me forget to introduce our hardworking apprentices. Anne, Sharon, Karma, Izzy, and Brown.
Ron.
Brown.
Ron.
Speak the speech trippingly, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you. To the actions to the movements to the actions, to hold as if a mirror up to nature. Good God. Now, there's beer and wine on the props table, and soft drinks too, Sarah. So let's get to know one another and find out what a piece of work is made. Is he always like that?
Like what?
Well, misquoting everything, just being
I don't know. I only met him once. He seemed sincere.
sincere. Suppose you could call him that.
Gordon, this Dracula, Prince of the Undead opus, that you handed out to your longtime friend, designer, and colleague for the very first time on the eve of the first rehearsal.
Give it a chance, Haley. I think you'll see.
Oh, I see already. I see 20 sets. I see exploding crosses. I see chemical fog. I see wireless microphone. Not to mention Charley's added Hamlet on rotating rep. On the stage, the size of a comfortable walk-in closet.
Haley, think theatrical and spare. Think theatrically spare. Think fabric draped artistically here and there.
I think a disaster.
I'm thinking expensive.
Well, I'm thinking fabric draped artistically and economically here and there.
What about the budget this year?
$10?
A little less.
A little less.
15% cut?
Oh my God, Gordon, Claire!
Haley, you know last year was tough.
Oh, Pierre,
Just didn't sell.
And if we don't at least break even this year, we're in real trouble.
Well, you know, I can always get a job in the window dressing department at Macy's.
Give it a chance, Haley. Just think. One night's Dracula, the next Charley's on, and Hamlet in between for the matinee. What a treat.
For whom?
Mary? Tyler Taylor. Want to say, hey, you'll be my minute, huh?
Right. You're Dracula? Wow. Are you going to have like 15 and everything?
Everything.
Wow.
But it's the inner Vlad that really interests me, Mary.
Wow.
Because the question is, what does it truly mean to be undead?
I think Nana really offers herself to him, don't you?
That is so insightful. Want a glass of wine?
Gordon,
Yes, Richfield.
About your script for Dracula.
Dracula, Prince of the Undead.
Yes, Dracula. I think it's marvelous what you've done.
Thank you.
You know I've done Van Helsing 5
And
times.
that's particularly why I cast you. Should have come back to you pretty quickly.
You see, that's the thing. In the other version I did, there were 2 ingenues, Lucy Westerna and Minna Murray, and you've only got Minna.
Economy, both artistic and financial.
Yes, but also in the other version, there were 3 young men, Arthur Holmwood, Jack Seward, and Jonathan Harker. And you've got Seward as Minna's father, so now she's Minna Seward. And Harker is her fiance, and I am having a terrible time with the names.
You'll be wonderful, Richfield. You always are. You've done it 5 times. Piece of cake.
Good welcome, Gordon. Claire was in fine form.
Same old. Is that
Yes, it is. A gin and tonic. A refreshing summer drink.
Sarah?
I don't want to hear about it.
Sarah! Do you read this place?
It's rustic, I guess.
Rustic? Should be a Mickey Meet the Dealers.
Yes, started here with Ospenska. She was a disciple of Stanislavski, you know, at the Moscow Art Theater. I trod these old boards with Kit Cornell, Helen Hayes,
now for lunch.
Lynn Fontaine.
So, have there ever been any stars here?
Let me warn you up front. I
I don't do shit.
Good.
This farce shit, it doesn't interest me.
I don't think that Charlie's aunt is a farce.
What did she say?
This might be more interesting than I thought.
Thornton Wilder was here, you know.
You know, I did Howie in our town with Thornton as the stage manager.
Is Howie here this summer?
So, Mary, I've been meaning to ask you about this epic of Gilgamesh you were in. I did my own all-female adaptation for my senior thesis at Sarah Lawrence. So
Excuse me, I was just getting married. Now, Mary, the thing to remember about that is he is getting paid.
Jack, I am really pleased and surprised, actually, that you decided to join us for the summer. You know, I didn't think you would.
Well, to be honest, it just seemed like a good place to spend the summer.
You'll enjoy it, and you'll be hysterical at Charlie's office.
You know, I just heard Susanna say something
So I
that...
told them at the clinic that they could take Betty and her board and put them in a boot dump shack.
Oh, God, excuse me, Jack. Gotta go. Okay, tell me the truth. Why are you here? Seemed like a good place to spend the summer. I know truthful acting when I see it, and that wasn't.
Well, honestly, I moved back to New York, and I spent the whole winter and spring without hardly an audition even. And it all seemed so pointless, this whole acting stuff. And almost on a whim, I applied to Columbia Law School. And to my amazement, they accepted me. I start school in September, so I still have this offer for the summer.
So you're leaving the business? If only I had the brains 20 years ago.
We might have some fun this summer.
Fine. Cap, 45 years old, 20 years in the business, and I'm ready for some fun. Here you steal capital from me. Okay, good. That's a good start. All right. Now, in the few minutes we have left, let's jump right into your first scene, Tyler, and see if we can't just get it up on his feet. Just breeze right through.
I'd love to. Raring to go here.
Okay. So the peasants finish chanting "Rollock," "Poco," or "Dog."
You're going to let us know what that means sometime, won't you, Gordon?
Of course. All right. Now, Tyler, you are when the lights change here-ish, and Jack, you are there-ish. Okay. And welcome to my Gordon. Yes.
Sorry for stopping.
And before we've even started,
Not at all.
How do I get here?
What do you mean?
I mean, how do I get here?
Walk
Right, but in light, in darkness, am I discovered?
in light.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, good.
And
So,
what's my as if?
as if?
As if I've come from...
As if you've come from your front door?
That's what I thought.
Okay, good. So, Tyler, you enter as if coming in from your front door. And welcome to my...
Have you thought about morphing?
Morphing?
What if I
Lord.
from my bat form, or possibly my wolf form, into my human form?
Oh, wow. And how does one exactly morph?
Acting, Sarah. Acting.
Oh, acting.
Tyler,
Just let me show you, Gordon. Just let me show you, okay? And I really haven't fully internalized this yet, and it would need some music.
I'll hum something from Jekyll and Hyde.
But this is the gist. Welcome to my house, Mr. Harker. You know, it's something like that. What do you think?
Was that the bat or the wolf?
Gordon?
But if I see him more,
Gordon,
why would I go into a house with him if I've seen him more?
that can be your actor's task to justify.
To justify how dumb Parker is? To go into a house with someone he's just seen more from a bat?
That was a wolf. But if you want me to suggest,
I know I've seen that morphing thing before.
maybe he dropped some change.
Some change?
Eye drops? Maybe put eye drops in?
Eye drops?
He's from England, Jack. He wouldn't be used to the pound count in Transylvania, now would he?
Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, Lon Chaney Jr. turning into the Wolfman. It's one of Gordon's favorites. I think you could home run with that, Tyler.
Or maybe I could do a gesture or something like that. Harker could fake an aneurysm or a small stroke. He holds his head.
I don't want to hold my head.
Gordon, it's your call. What do you think?
That is a terrific idea, Tyler. And boy, if we just had the time and the money to really explore it. It really is a good idea. Very creative, but...
But one of our goals here at the Playhouse is to rehearse slightly beyond the first scene before opening night. So the answer is no, Tyler.
Okay, good. So, remember, Tyler, when the lights change, you are here, and Jack, you're still about there-ish, okay? And Rollock, Popo, or Dog, and lights up, and welcome to my...
Oh, I know. What if Harker was like a zoology major in college and really fascinated by bats?
No! Lights!
Welcome to my house, Mr. Harker. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula?
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome to my house. Come freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness you bring.
Wolf Howl.
Act with me, Sarah. Wolf Hall.
Ooh.
Ah, listen, the children of the night. What music they make.
May I stop?
Of course, anytime.
Sorry, there's just a lot of problems when you're playing the undead, you know.
I know.
Where's the house?
Behind you? Kind of up center, does that work?
Yeah, so the front door's behind me?
It could be below you.
No, wouldn't it be better if I were in the door? So the first thing the audience saw was my claw-like fingers grasping around the door.
I just got chills.
Are you in this scene?
Well, maybe on Welcome to My House as you speak.
No, I want to complete it before I speak. It can be my actor's significant psychological gesture.
But I think we need to move to advance the plot.
Gordon, there isn't really a door.
Tyler, there isn't really a door.
I thought you said it was behind me.
The house does.
The house doesn't have a front door.
It would, wouldn't it?
But it isn't real.
But it isn't real.
The door isn't real.
No, the door isn't real.
Well, how do you expect me to justify welcome to my house, Mr. Harker, without a front door?
Well, it's an open environment, space, unit concept.
Well, maybe anyone could have told me that in New York before I signed the contract. But here we are in New Hampshire. So you tell me how to justify welcome to my house, Mr. Harker, without a front door.
You could use some of the acting you saved up by not morphing.
Tyler, it's just that Haley didn't design a real door for the set.
Oh, so the set is going to tell me how to act. The designer is going to dictate me. The actor, the only one up here actually
Except for me and my eye drops.
up here tearing my guts out in front of 200 people. The designer is going to tell me how to act this scene.
Well, we can drape some fabric in the shape of the door. Haley!
Tyler, there is no door. There's never going to be a door unless you pick one up and morph it on with you.
I can do that.
Is this really true?
It's really true.
This isn't really true.
This is really creepy.
Do we really have to use it?
It's in the will. Not only is it really creepy, it's gross. The lawyer sent it over. Paragraph 7A. My skull is to be preserved and shall be used to portray the skull of York if and when the Playhouse shall present the play Hamlet by William Shakespeare. Paragraph 7B. The above stated codicil shall be considered a condition and by the trust of the property to the Playhouse Corporation. Our founder, Ethel Bornstein, put it in her will. We're supposed to use her skull for that of York. Creepy, gross, and sick. Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty cool.
There must be a way out of it.
Not unless we want to get the property back.
I guess she really wanted to be in Hamlet.
Or wanted to make sure no one ever did Hamlet in her theater.
Well, you better tell Richfield, because he's playing the Great Digger.
I'm not telling him. He and Daisy are the only ones who actually knew her. You tell him.
I'm not telling him. It's a technical issue. You tell him, Sarah.
This is a prop. That's your department, Haley. You take her.
Cool!
Teeth, sir.
Look out, here's teeth.
Well, what of it? Okay, Now, this is the teen half bit, right?
Right.
So how do we... Where's Susanna? Where's the director?
She said she finds staging rehearsals boring. She wants you guys to just kind of figure it out and then she'll fix it later.
You're kidding me, right?
Now, the gag, as I recall, is really rather simple, but very effective, you'll see. The audience loves this bit. Now, as you know, poor Fancourt here, Fanny, has put on a dress and is pretending to be Charley's aunt when the real aunt doesn't show up so that Charley and Jack can have chaperones for the dates. Now, when the real aunt does show up, no one knows it's her, so Fanny continues the masquerade by serving tea. Now, Fanny, you pour, and Jack, you hold the cups. And at the moment, you pull the cups away, and the tea goes into the hat. You do that 3 times, keeping your attention elsewhere. And then you see it and react, laugh. You see it, you react, laugh. I see it, I react. Enormous laugh, roars in fact.
You do it in rhythm with the lines?
Right, good instincts. I'll hold the cups out after Dewey. I'll take tea.
I'll pour for real to start the gang.
I'll hand to Mary.
I passed to Amy, in real life, Karma. I wish I had your name. And then to Izzy, Charley, like in stage life, like in the play Charley's Aunt.
Then the next piece. I keep pouring in rhythm, but the cups aren't there. Tea in hand.
And this is supposed to be amusing?
This is farce.
I hate farce.
Shall we give it a shot? No books?
Flying by the seat of the pants, eh? Run it up and see who salutes. I love stock.
This is Rip.
Rep?
Yep.
Okay, so how do you do? I'm Charley's aunt from Brazil, where the nuts come from. Oh, look who's here, Susanna.
Do you have something to show me yet?
I believe that we do.
Shall we show her the TV?
By all means, show me the TV.
Has anyone seen Haley? Oh, mind time to see something here?
Yep, places for the TV. And how do you do? I'm Charley's aunt.
How do you do? I'm Charley's aunt from Brazil. Where the nuts come from?
How do you do? Do you know that I'm most interested in meeting you?
Really?
I knew your late husband intimately.
Whatever's the matter, Babs.
She knew my late husband intimately.
Well, everything's all right, isn't it?
No, she knew my late husband intimately. The deuce.
Tea is served.
Look out, here's tea.
Well, what of it?
You must entertain. Now, Donna Lucia, will you pour out tea?
Oh, certainly.
May I help, Donna Lucia?
But what a cruel interruption. We were getting on so nicely.
Do we all take tea?
You haven't been in England long, have you?
Change the subject.
Change the subject.
Do we all take sugar and cream?
No, do we all take sugar and cream?
Ask her if she takes sugar and cream.
Ask her to take sugar and cream.
I think I should like a little sugar and cream, Donna Lucia. My hat! My hat!
I beg your pardon?
Wonderful, terrific, very, oh, boy, tight, clean. That's the tea gag.
Yes, that's the tea gag, isn't it?
That's the tea gag. Susanna, well, now it can be said.
I was kind of afraid that you wouldn't.
That you didn't have the, swimming pools and all that, but that's the tea gag.
I've been thinking about this scene a lot. It is the central event of the play for Lord Fancourt. A man dressed as a woman. He's pretending to be something and someone he's not, and he meets the person he's pretending to be, the real woman. The stakes are about as high as they can get. Now the real question is, and nobody can answer this but you, Lord Fancourt, is he/she a transvestite? Or is she/she a cross-dresser? Do you see? The distinction is vital. What do you think?
I think it's a 19th century farce. It's supposed to be funny, Gordon?
Yeah, a guy in a dress is funny.
Unless you are the conflicted soul in the dress.
I worn the dress. Well, I have worn the dress, not me personally, of course, but I played, you know. Richfield saw my Fanny, didn't you, Richfield?
And a fine Fanny it was.
Then both of you should understand that at heart this is about the anguish of gender. I want to explore that. And I'd like to add, right at the point in the scene where all comes to a crisis, a new sound cue. Those howling dogs from Dracula. That will be your cue to enter with the tea butler. The howling dogs will be your cue. I think that they'll begin to suggest the inner tormenting rage of gender crisis.
But funny inner torment and rage, right?
Gordon,
I have to talk to Haley.
you're not walking away from me.
Haley!
You know, when you were talking just then about like anguish and inner torment and rage, it kind of reminded me of the scene in the Epic of Gilgamesh where I give my body to the gods. I mean, the gods kind of looked like anguished and tormented and stuff. Well, not about their gender identity, I guess, because they didn't have any clothes on, and neither did I. So gender identity was really clear.
All right, now, before we return to text, I want to explore this scene through physical improvisation.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dear.
Oh, shit.
I mean, what is tea, really? Isn't it at base a feeding ritual? So I want to explore this primitive ritual as if you were all animals on the African savannah, meeting at dusk at the waterhole. Mary, Carmen, and Sharon, you can be gazelles.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Vernon?
If I have to do this, I mean, I'd rather have a root canal, but if I have to do this, I'm going to be the crocodile with the large edge.
Excellent. Richfield and Daisy, the aging lion and lioness.
Aging?
And Jack Tyler, Izzy and Ann, a pack of young orangutans. You know, of course, the orangutan is innately bisexual, don't you, Jack?
No, I didn't know that.
Hold on. My orangutan is not bisexual. Okay, I don't care about your orangutan or your orangutan, but my orangutan is completely heterosexual. Okay?
All right now. And it's dusk at the waterhole. What am I? What do you think you are? The butler? No, a wildebeest. Be a wildebeest. I don't know how to be a wildebeest. That is the very reason why we need to improvise this scene. I'm sorry.
And
it's dusk at the waterhole.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Do you want like gazelle sounds?
Of course.
But what do gazelles even sound like? Say whinny.
Winnie. Cool. And the sun sets wearily over the dry, hot African plain. 3 nimble gazelles warily approach the ever-shrinking communal pond. That's it now, everybody. Yes, lion and lioness, the proud huntress, and the toothless old alpha male.
Toothless?
Stay in it. Keep your imaginative bubble filled. Keep your bubble filled.
I think I broke my bubble. I did it. With my teeth.
Richfield?
She'd call me toothless.
Orangutans, you too. Yes, that's it. And wildebeest, now you. Teaser. No, text, wildebeest. No, text. Never text. Everybody, repair your bubble now. Everyone, repair your bubble. What does it mean, Jack, to be a gender-confused young primate at the communal waterhole? Find your center through the breath. Now fill your bubble with the breath of imagination. Fill your bubble. Now, tea time on the savannah. Explore it. Yes.
My God, what are they doing?
Isn't it origin? Ow! The alligator bit me.
Get too close to the water hole? What the hell do you think is going to happen? This is Africa, for God's sake. I'm not some fat, lazy-ass poodle-fed alligator.
And I'm either
a crocodile.
And I'm either a transvestite or a cross-dresser. I haven't made that choice yet, Susanna. But in any event, who the hell cares? I'm going to law school instead of least anyways.
Oh, Jack, you've given me an idea. Haley. Good, I'm glad you're here. I need to change Lord Vancourt's costume. On the right-hand side, it will be a dress. On the left-hand side, trousers. So when he's facing stage left, we'll see a woman. When he's facing stage right, we'll see only a man. And when he's facing downstage, we'll see, and more importantly, understand, the duality. It is an admittedly risky choice, but I do believe that with Jack here, we have an actor
Lawyer.
who can pull it off.
And in 3, 2, 1, yes, time. End of rehearsal. Thank you, Actors Equity Association. To hell with one day at a time. Today is the first drink of the rest of your lives.
Yes, Claire.
I have to talk to you.
about?
Pencils. And another matter. But first, pencils. Why does the stage manager insist on putting out an entire number 10 can full of pencils in the stage rehearsal? We haven't even opened the first show yet, and we have been through 3 1/2 rows of pencils in the stage management area alone.
Well, how much is it gross?
144.
That's 3 or 4.
504.
Wow, that's a lot of pencils.
Yes. Wow, that certainly is a lot of pencils. But I've got an idea.
Good.
Sarah will assign each actor one and only one pencil. She'll write their name on it the time the pencil is to be issued. Perhaps on a small piece of tape. Initials would do, I suppose. Once said pencil has been reduced by use to under 2 3/8 inches in length, the size at which for the normal hand it becomes difficult to grip effectively, the actor will return the pencil to stage management and be issued a new pencil.
That's a great idea.
I'm not done. I will recycle these 2 3/8 inch pencils for use in my own office. I have a smallish hand and willing to forego fresh pencils for the sake of the institution. They also may be used in the scenery shop for the boards, for the marking, by the saws, thereby eliminating entirely the budgetary need for new pencils in 2 separate areas of the operation.
That is an excellent idea, Claire. Gotta get to rehearsal.
Gordon, the other matter, you haven't received Mrs. Martin's check yet.
I called her months ago.
You have to call her again.
Oh, no.
Cash flow.
Cash flow?
It's not flowing.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are we rehearsing Dracula now, or is it Hamlet or Charley's on?
Dracula. Ah, Dracula, yes. So you must be our beautiful Miss Lucy, fiancée to good Mr. Holmwood, daughter of the kindly Mrs. Westerna.
No, Minna, fiancée of Mr. Harker, daughter to the kindly Dr. Seward.
Minna! Oh dear.
You want to run lines for our scene?
Which one? I don't have any lines in the only real scene we have together. You just talk some about how I'm now flesh of your flesh, blood of your blood. And when your brain says, like, come to me, I'll come to you for, like, all time. And then you suck on my neck.
Yeah, you want to rehearse?
You are so diligent. You always want to rehearse that scene.
Yeah, Mary, and that's what being a professional is all about. So you lie down on the bed.
And to that, and this.
Tickles! You know, I've been meaning to ask you something. I think you're really good, the way you can wear those teeth and speak in an accent at the same time. How come you're not working on, like, Broadway or something?
You want to know he's not on Broadway? I'll tell you why he's on Broadway.
Vernon.
There are 20,000 actors in the New York metropolitan area, and maybe 200 are on Broadway, but the vast majority have a vocal cords that take me and alloy genetically engineered to break glass in a chandelier 8 times a week. Now, there's one non-musical playing. That's an in-work of London with 6 American understudies. Now, since it is apparent that without a stroke of luck, Tyler Taylor, nor Vernon Volker, for that matter, will be morphing into a Broadway actor anytime soon. So what's left? Well, you can work in one of our prestigious off-Broadway theaters dedicated to the ideas of high art, low pay for maybe $300 or $400 a week. And that's if he's lucky and good, and had his agent sleeping with the casting director, or brother-in-law married to the producer. But what's left? I mean, he doesn't mind leaving his wife, his children, his cat.
I'm not married.
Okay, his bar split the West Bank Cafe for, maybe $600, $700, or even $800 a week. If he doesn't mind living on a suitcase in Cincinnati, Salt Lake, St. Louis, or Sioux City, or God forbid, spend the summer in an unair-conditioned barn. And here, for example, the Playhouse, the Doc Howe of summer theaters. Or you can stay in New York and keep a straight job as a bartender, waiter, word processor, or phone sex operator. Make triple the money and have a life. But then we wouldn't be acting. Now would we? Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw and resolve itself into a dew. that the everlasting had not fixed his canon against self-slaughter. Oh God, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem. Fiddle. Profitable seem. Unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
Ain't that the truth?
Sarah, is that you?
What'd you think? The ghost of Hamlet's father?
I just thought I'd try to catch a little rehearsal. God knows I need it.
I was wondering about that. You rehearse everyone else and just skip over your parts.
I want to try to get the whole thing up on its feet, you know? And besides, I'm too old to be playing this part. I look at Jack, who's the right age, or Tyler even, and I just think...
So what, you're too old? Barrymore played it at your age. Sarah Bernhardt played it at 60-something. Not only was she too old, she had a wooden leg and was the wrong sex, or, excuse me, non-traditionally gendered, or otherly gendered. Whatever. Susanna would have loved it. Which, by the way, we need to discuss that little costuming issue that came up the other day.
What?
What? You sounded pretty good just now.
No, I didn't.
Okay, you didn't.
Did you hear about Jack leaving the business? Going to law school in the fall?
Yeah?
That really pisses me off.
Why should that piss you off?
Well, I brought him into the company. I hired him.
And he's doing the job you hired him to do. And doing it well.
Of course he's doing it well. It just disturbs me at all.
So it doesn't piss you off anymore, it disturbs you?
Why is that? Why is it that it should disturb me?
Because when someone like Jack leaves the business, when someone with the real potential for the career that none of the rest of us have, or maybe even have the chance of having, when someone like that leaves, it disturbs those of us who remain because it calls into question all the decisions we made along the way, or never really made, but just so happened. It doesn't have anything to do with Jack. It has to do with us.
Oh. You're too smart for your own good. You know that?
Yes, I do know that. It makes a very good excuse for drinking.
Is that?
A little gin and a lot of tonic ice.
You think you should?
You used to like it when we drank.
When we drank together. Then you started drinking alone. Even when we were drinking
Even
together.
when we were drinking together.
Are you okay?
Sure, I'm taking one drink at a time.
How's it feel to be back here?
Feels like just another Playhouse summer. Mosquitoes the size of sparrows. Hot and humid enough to make your eyeballs sweat. Actors being actors. Where'd you find Vernon, by the way? The talent agency for the terminally embittered? Haley is being Haley, Claire is being Claire, and Gordon Page is being Gordon Page. You've got to spend some time with Charley's art rehearsals, Gordon. We're out of control.
I know.
Feels like just another Playhouse summer. It's good to be home. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do the new ones know?
I'm sure Daisy and Richfield have filled them in by now.
I'm sure they have. The only thing thicker than the mosquitoes around here is the gossip. Do the speech again. I promise this time I won't interrupt. Don't worry about the scansion. Just be simple and quiet. The way you were when you were 25, you were dying to play this part, and you'd read it to me in bed before we turned off the light.
I had with late, but wherefore I know not, whilst all my mirth. And indeed, it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame of the earth seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, look you, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestical roof fretted with gold and fire. Light appeareth to me no other thing than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue. Well, Mrs. DeMarno, I'm not sure I can explain that costume. Yes, one half did look like a man, the other like a woman. Yes. No. Well, I mean, yes, that is the problem. It wasn't funny. Not funny at all. No, he's a man. All men, I should say. No, I wouldn't know that. It's not really my job to check that sort of thing. Well, I suppose somehow Susanna, our director, Susanna Huntsman, your college roommate's daughter, she directed the play. I did. I think she thought it would somehow illuminate the text and make it more relevant. No. Yes. Yes, unfunny is the word. Yes. Next will be Dracula, Prince of the Undead. Well, I'm afraid that won't be possible, you see. We've been rehearsing for Dracula. We haven't been rehearsing the Sound of Music. That's very good. You have a lovely voice. Do-re-mi to you, too. Which brings me to the reason for this call, in a way, you see. When we last spoke several months ago, you were in Palm Beach, remember? Well, anyway, you had indicated that you would be giving us your annual donation, and, well, we haven't gotten it yet. And, well, the cash flow isn't flowing. No, I don't think I know all the words. In fact, I'm sure I don't. Look, I really don't think that... Mr. Martin, Really? Okay. Do, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun.
What the hell is Gordon doing now? Speaking with our largest single contributor, Mrs. Martineau? Yes. She doesn't want her granddaughter to be an apprentice again, does she? I don't think so. Not after last year.
Wasn't she one of the village girls that appeared in? The one who
cried all the time because she thought she was pregnant by the Troll King.
I didn't know that.
It was hysterical.
That's why she was upset?
Wouldn't you be if you thought you were pregnant by the Troll King?
You thought it was hysterical?
Yes, the pregnancy was hysterical. Imagine.
Thank God.
What? Tyler?
Don't look at me. I wasn't the Troll King. I was Peer Gynt.
Oh, no.
What do you mean?
It was you. It wasn't the Troll King, it was you.
What do you mean?
What does she mean, Tyler?
Nothing.
Got it. She's bringing her around today.
My God, Tyler, what was she? 16?
18, maybe.
22.
What, do you check their driver's licenses?
Of course. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Haley, how are we? How's the sex?
Sex. Plural. Sex. Your little Shakespeare skit and your very big vampire epic. Sex. We're never gonna make it.
Oh, you always say that, Haley, and you always pull off a miracle.
Oh, Gordon, with these special effects of Dracula alone.
Dracula, Prince of the Undead.
Dracula. It's too much for our theater, and it's 10 times our budget.
I know you can do it.
Flying bats, exploding crosses, I don't know, sound cues every 30 seconds, and God knows how many light cues.
Peer Gynt had a lot of special effects, remember? We flew Peer, sort of, across the stage on a flying pig.
Yes, and Barbara's granddaughter dropped here and the flying pig right on the Troll King.
That was an accident.
My point is, these apprentices are going to be running these special effects all over for you again. Karma, Izzy, Braun, Sharon, and Ann.
Great kids.
Oh, Gordon, these great kids have been tracking Dracula during the day. They've been working on Charley's gender-conflicted aunt in the evening, and they've been staying up all night till 6 a.m. building Hamlet. These kids are not going to know what play they're doing, for God's sake.
They'll do fine, Haley. They always do fine. They're learning so much from you. You're a real mentor, you know. You give them the confidence to do the amazing things that they do.
Now, how appropriately phrased. Hey guys, loyal printing, humble disciples of the craft of Dionysus, turn that letter sideways.
Hey, Brown.
Ron,
What do you know?
I bring the tea on when I hear the barking dogs. That's all.
I believe my point has been made.
Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Sarah, Haley's a bit worried about the special effects of Dracula.
A bit worried.
What do you think?
Well,
You must be our beautiful Miss Lucy, fiancée to good Mr. Homewood. Oh, no, fiancée to Harker. Oh, no, Minna!
I gotta go.
I rest my case.
You're such a pessimist, Haley. Charlie's aunt looks great.
Well, by the end of the show's opening night, there was more paint on those actors than there was on the set.
The audience loves that sort of thing. It makes them feel part of it. Live theater.
Well, if they're going to like Charlie's aunt, they're going to love Dracula, Prince of the Undead.
Spooky music now. It says spooky music as we change. It says spooky music.
Borda, Coco.
Rolla.
Please, what do you want?
Strikoika. Loposla.
Bola, Ordo.
Does anyone speak English? I don't know what you want. Please.
Rolla. Rolla.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Please.
Warlock means vampire.
In the year of our Lord, 1892, a series of documents came into my hands. These newspaper articles, diary entries, and letters of dear friends one to another have each been placed in order to reveal a story so totally at variance with the realm of possibility as to appear to the ravings of madmen. We offer no proofs. We only have our word before God that what follows is pure and simple fact.
Orda, Coco,
Strikoika. Rolla. Loposla.
Welcome to my house, Mr. Hart. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula?
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome to my house. Come in. The night air is chill. You must need to eat and rest. You will, I trust, excuse me, but I do not eat.
Thank you, Count. My employer, Mr. Hawkins, extends his regret, and he cannot come personally, for he suffers from gout.
I am confident you will serve my needs, Harper. But come, tell me of England and of the house you have purchased from me. Ah, listen, the children of the night. What music they make.
Why do you wish to go to London, Count?
It shall make me feel young again.
God help me. What has old Mr. Hawkins, my employer, suffering from gout and unable to make his journey, got me into now? I asked myself. At once, I began to search the castle. I climbed up the stairs to the highest towers, and as I leaned from the window, I watched the wild crags of the Carpathians arrayed before me in the bloodless light of the full moon. What manner of man is this? May 30th, 1892. In the awful light of the gray dawn, I vainly watched as a group of Transylvanian peasants load 50 great wooden boxes onto their crude wheeled handcarts and draw them slowly through the castle gates. The Count intends to travel to London in the morning, and I'm to be left here, to them, the horrid brides of Count Dracula. I must attempt to scale the castle wall. God be merciful.
August 8th, 1892, one of the strangest, most sudden storms was just experienced here. It was centered upon a foreign vessel that had strangely appeared in the harbor. Now, not a living soul was aboard the vessel, but the body of one poor seaman whose throat was strangely torn open, as if by some animal, and strangely a large wolf-like creature was seen leaping from the vessel. The strange schooner had only a small cargo, a number of large wooden boxes filled with earth. Strange.
August. My fiancé Jonathan has returned from Transylvania, but so changed. He will not speak of the events that occurred. My, the fog is thick tonight. I am so tired, so tired.
Come to me, my love. I am eternity. I am the light. I am the blood. Come. The blood is the light.
My daughter Minna has been extremely tired and weak lately.
Sarah, what the hell is going on with the fog?
Turn off your lights.
Ah, shit.
These strange voices in the night. I have written to my good friend Professor Abraham Baptiste. He's not only a medical doctor, but a philosopher and metaphysician, and an expert on strange things.
So you must be our beautiful Miss Lucy, fiancée to the good Mr. Homewood, daughter of the kindly Mrs. Westerna.
No, I'm Minna, fiancée of Mr. Harker, daughter to the kindly Dr. Seward.
Of course you are, whatever your name. I have the so great pleasure meeting you because you are so beloved. They tell me you are a trifle pale.
I'm fine, Dr. Van Helsing, absolutely fine.
Ah, so now, Miss Minna, forgive me, I wish to feel the glands in your throat. Go to Hamlet.
What is it? Doctor, is there anything wrong?
Nothing, my friends. Now, Miss Minna, you appear to have 2 small puncture wounds in your throat. Would you happen to know how you got them?
No, I don't know. Leave me alone.
Oh, Miss Lucy.
Oh, Miss Minna. Oh my God, Minna.
Jonathan, hold me. Don't go away.
We will step into the next room, yeah? Just as I expected, no doubt.
No doubt as to what, Professor?
Have you never heard of the vampire?
The vampire in England?
The vampire in the 19th century?
Yes, the vampire in England in the 19th century. I have here a letter from my good friend Professor Zane in Budapest. It will tell us everything we need to know about this vampire. Oh, it must be here somewhere. I appear to have forgotten the letter from my good friend Professor Zane in Budapest.
Perhaps, Professor, you can remember its contents?
Huh?
Yes. Maybe you can remember what it said.
No, I don't think I can remember my good friend Professor Zane's letter.
Professor, perhaps this could be the great Vlad Dracula, the prince who won his name fighting the Turks?
Yes, he fought Turks in the 15th century, and he can also be called Vlad Tepes, which translates to help.
I know. It translates to Vlad, the Impaler. I studied Transylvanian in Cambridge.
So, Professor, why do you suppose he's called the Impaler?
I wouldn't know, but if I had my letter...
Professor, don't leave us now. Do you suppose he can appear in different forms? Perhaps the rat, the wolf, or the bat?
I suppose he could. Interesting.
Yes. Strange.
Yes, interesting and strange.
Professor, how do you suppose he lives for all these centuries?
Yes, Professor. How do you suppose he lives for century after long, long century?
Ah, I know. He replenishes his own life with the bloodlife of the living.
The bloodline of the living? Surely, Van Helsing, you can't mean there are vampires in this day and age.
He is called Nosferatu, the undead, and your mortal weapons are powerless against him.
My God, where do we begin? Even if we do find him, how can we possibly destroy him?
I wouldn't know, but if I had my letter...
Perhaps, Professor, you should have memorized the goddamn letter.
Memorized?
In rehearsal.
Yes, I'm sure what Dr. Seward means is that in preparation for our little meeting here today, for our meeting here in 19th century London, you might have committed the letter to memory.
I haven't. I found the letter, Professor, from your good friend, Professor Zane in Budapest.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Minna, darling.
Yes, he can be destroyed, but only by one method. A stake must be driven through the vampire's heart.
Surely, Van Helsing, you can't mean... Minna, back to bed now, darling.
No, but I'm on it.
You see, now that we have the letter...
A stake through the heart?
From that tower, I watched all those boxes created out, and I knew...
Oh, yes, the boxes.
I heard your voices, so I thought I'd...
Minna, it's so good to see you up and about. Why, you haven't been out of bed for a week.
Jonathan, what was the estate that you transferred Vlad Dracula to?
Carfax. Carfax was the name of the estate.
Carfax Abbey? My God, man, you know what you were saying?
Isn't Carfax the estate?
Yes, no more than a mile across the heath.
Then we've got it. Our search party set forth. We crossed the heath and kept to shadows of the wall. Looked for a flight of stairs leading down to the cellar.
My God, what's that?
It's a bat!
Shoot it!
You can't kill the bat with a little gun.
I did.
The gun is fired.
Ah, you see.
Professor, the stairs right over here.
I can't quite recall how I fell asleep last night. I remember hearing a distant gunshot, or perhaps it was only a distant click-click. And then I remember the sudden barking of dogs. Yes, I do remember the sudden barking of dogs. Barking dogs. And And then there was a silence over everything. A silence so profound that I got up and looked out my window. All was dark and silent. Not a thing seemed to be stirring, not a sound. But all to be grim and fixed as silent death.
I bring you life, eternal life. The blood is the life. The blood is the life.
Tea, sir. Ah, here's tea.
Tea?
Yes, you must serve.
Yes, the tea is the life. The tea is the life. Play.
But I heard the barking dogs. Do you take sugar and cream? I've been waiting so long to meet you. You must be Charley's aunt from Brazil.
I have lived in many centuries and in many countries. Yes, even in Brazil I was known as the Emperor. Go back. Go back to where the nuts come from, so she can be mine for all of eternity. I move you away. Away!
More boxes here.
33 boxes. 17 are missing.
How are we going to find them?
50 boxes were shipped directly to Carfax. Some freight company took 17 away. And somewhere there's a workman who remembers.
Excellent thinking, Arthur.
Jonathan! October. I have made a list of every freight company in Great London. We have split into two. I am off to tackle the first half. Dr. Seward the second half.
Yes, Dr. Stewart, here it is. Ormond delivered 5 boxes of common earth to Jamaica Lane, Bermondsey. I'm sorry about the tea.
Yes. Boxes of birds. Not interested in boxes of tea. Jamaica Lane? Good work, my good man.
Minna, we've got him.
Jonathan, what do you mean?
Your father has located the boxes.
Oh, Jonathan, thank God. At last, perhaps this awful nightmare is over.
Perhaps you're right, darling. Darling? Darling!
Oh, Jonathan, thank God. At last, perhaps this awful nightmare is over.
I don't think so, darling. What's wrong, darling?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Just hold me.
Bloody minions of the underworld, the Cape! Lord of the underworld, the Cape! This is goddamn Cape!
Jonathan!
Silence the sound, and I shall dash his brains out before your eyes. You are now to me, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, kin of my kin. When my brain says come, you shall travel land and sea to do my biddings. And to that, and this! Ah, shit!
Oh my God. Lucy, Arthur.
Oh my God, Minna, Jonathan. You see Minna. It's been George or some sort of trance. Jonathan. Is she alive?
Jonathan!
Oh, thank God. Thank God you're alive.
My friends, we must this day hunt out this vampire's lair, sterilize these remaining earth boxes, and drive this monster to bay.
We made our way to Jamaica Lake, where we found 4 of the great boxes filled with the vampires' native Transylvania.
There are only 16 boxes here.
33 at Carfax, and now only 16 here. That makes 48.
49.
Yes, Einstein, 49.
Oh my God. Minna, I must get back to Minna.
No, wait. Shh. You come to your places. Van Helsing. Count Dracula, finally we meet. I haven't waited this moment for a long time.
I do, Van Helsing, the great Van Helsing. They are weak, and you are strong, but you shall serve me all the same. Come to me. Come, you shall obey. Yes, you are mine.
Yeah! The Holy Cross bursts into flames with your unholy touch.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Yes! I think I see the cross burn at your unholy touch. No, it didn't.
Oh! You fools! Pitiful fools! You think you have left me without a place to rest. But I have one last earth box. Search as you will, you shall never find me. I shall sleep in my perch. For centuries, healed by prophecy.
Look! Ow!
He's escaped us.
No, he hasn't. He remains where he is.
He's escaped us. Not.
Wait, I think he's disappearing. Yes, I can't see him anymore. Can you see him, Dr. Sword?
I can see him no longer. Professor, can you see him?
Yes.
No, I don't think you can.
If you believe in vampires, clap your hands. Yes, clap your hands and maybe.
Professor, no.
No, Dr. Van Helsing. I think this might have been too much.
I'll take care of that.
Look! We think everyone knows. Oh God, all is lost. Midnight is lost.
No, Jonathan, of this I am sure. There's but one remaining Earth box, and we will find it, even if we have to travel all the way to Transylvania. And so we shall.
And so we did.
Now we enter the castle.
For hours we searched the castle, forcing open doors, ripping away curtains and shutters. I am appalled by the horrid memories of the place.
I found it! The last remaining Earth box!
Quickly, the sun is setting. We have little time. Harker, valid state.
Look! There they are, the horrid brides of Count Dracula!
No, no! Leave the master! Leave the master alone!
Quickly, Harker, the sun!
Yes, the sun!
Harker, state!
I can't find the mountain state. I thought you were supposed to bring the mountain state.
Well, there must be a valid state somewhere backstage, in the backstage wing in this wing of the castle.
Which wing?
The stage left wing of the castle.
Damn it, do something!
I'll hit the crowbar! No! Shit, man, not the crowbar!
One of the brides took out the crowbar to the state right side of the way. I think she's been converted to the good side of the force. Yes, here she is. Thank you, sister. Here. Now, Arthur. Jonathan.
Now.
Ah! Sorry. Look, Mina, God is merciful.
Is he dead? At last, our awful nightmare is over.
Yes, Lucy.
Mina!
At last, our awful nightmare is over.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
I wouldn't ask if we didn't really need it.
But do you know, I bet you Macy's never misses their payroll.
Gordon's already agreed.
But do you know when we're going to get paid next?
I don't know, and after tonight I wouldn't bet Dracula, Prince of the Undead, is going to bail us out. At least this will give me enough cash to pay the actors so equity won't shut us down.
60?
67.
67 years? Jeez!
It could have been worse.
Could it?
No one died. I thought it was pretty funny when Richfield went for Tyler at the crowbar.
Yeah, pretty fun.
Don't worry about it, Gordon. It's only one performance. Next time we'll sort out the technical stuff. The actors will remember their props. Richfield might even remember some of the right names.
Yeah.
I thought Braun morphed herself out of that scene pretty well, don't you? No, that was supposed to be a joke. I'm going to the party. Are you coming?
In a minute, okay?
It's only a play, Gordon.
Yeah, it's only a play. Only a company full of actors like Daisy and Richfield, who've been coming here since they were teenagers. Or Claire, who has no other home. Andy McAllister was out there tonight. He saw his first play at this theater in 1938, and tonight he brought his grandson to see his first play. It's only a 67-year-old theater.
I'm sorry, honey.
Pathetic. It's the only word for it. Not just the text stuff, but the script, the direction, everything. It was pathetic. He's pathetic.
Gordon?
Who else? Our autistic director is a laughing stock in American theater. Can't wait to see Hamlet.
Vernon, shh.
But that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw and resolve itself into a tube, and that the everlasting had not fixed his ken against self-slaughter. Oh God, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. For it is not, nor cannot come to good. It will break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
How do you think it's going?
Well, not bad. Not so bad at all.
Oh, well, good. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Kisses on your opening, old friend.
You see, Mary?
You too, Vernon.
Kisses on my opening?
You know, Daisy, you've been saying that for years. Kisses on your opening. And I think maybe you ought to start thinking about saying something else. Something like break a leg or something.
Well, why?
Well, kisses on your opening. It suggests kisses on your opening.
Well, exactly. But, I mean, kisses on your opening night, old friend. Are you going to be the ghost now?
No, ghost first, Polonius now, then the ghost again, then the Grand Digger, and finally the English ambassador. Quite the workout.
Where's Mary?
I haven't seen her.
Foul deeds will rise, though all earth o'erwhelm them to men's eyes.
Is it all okay out there?
I think it's okay out there, yeah.
Tyler, foul deeds will rise?
Foul deeds embarked. Farewell, my dear sister.
What happened with Tyler?
Well, Mary was a bit. Actually, Tyler was a bit. You know, it does seem kind of okay out there.
Yeah, it does seem kind of okay out there.
Get here later, keys aboard for shame.
They're listening. They seem to be right with it.
Well, it's not too hot. They don't listen if it's too hot or humid. The temperature humidity index is the key to audience listening.
Got the barn doors open and there's a nice breeze coming in from the screen.
And the mosquitoes. They won't listen if they're waving their programs at the mosquitoes.
Not too many mosquitoes for some reason.
Well, they respond to the temperature humidity index too.
They really do seem to be listening.
The mosquitoes? Oh, good. Oh, kisses on your opening, dear.
What do you mean you can't find it?
I can't find it.
What, did you put it on the prop table and check it against your list?
I put it on the prop table and I checked it against my list.
You lost the skull of Uric.
Oh, God.
You lost the skull of Ethelbert.
Oh, God, oh, God.
Well, you damn well better find it, or it'll be your skull we'll be using as a prop.
Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
I shall obey, my lord.
The air bites shrewdly. It is very cold.
Thanks a lot, Mary. You made me late.
Just because I won't sleep with you, you blame me for messing up our entrance?
No, not just because. No, not.
It is a custom more honored in the breach than in the observance.
You got a nice laugh there. Not bad.
Amazing.
Amazing?
Murder page? Hamlet? Amazing.
Well, maybe if you weren't upstaging him at every opportunity.
I'm not staging it.
You played the next scene against that back wall, man.
I did not. What an age is Hamlet? Even I have to admit he's going to be okay.
Maybe better than okay.
Yes, better than okay. Because what he's really trying to do is tell a story, simply and honestly. And that's really what they want, you know. Sit in the dark and listen to a story. And the best we can do is just that. Tell them a story.
And this is a good story.
The other thing they want is a nice temperature humidity index.
He has no damn business doing Hamlet, even if I am upstage.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us! Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you, trippingly on the tongue. Or do not saw the air too much with your hand thus, but use all gently, to the action to the word to the action, with this special observance, they o'erstep not the modesty of nature, for anything so or done, as from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is, to hold as for a mirror up to nature, show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image, and the very age and body of the time of his form and pressure. Go make you ready. What ho, Horatio?
Here, sweet lord, at your service.
No?
No.
Well, then you better give Gordon a little rewrite. Something in the line of, alas, for York, I knew him, Horatio, before he lost his head.
Does anyone know where the head is?
Oh, out the door to your right.
So you're still mad, huh?
I'm not mad. I made my entrance on time.
Well, you come so damn close and broke my concentration. Concentration and preparation are the key to
You
action.
know, I could have maybe fallen in love with you, except you're always trying to pull this bullshit actor guy thing on me.
Bullshit actor guy thing? Oh, that's real cute, Mary. Bullshit actor guy thing. Hold on, did you just say...
I gotta go prepare.
From this time forth, my thoughts be bloody or be nothing worse.
Where is the beauteous Queen of Denmark?
Really? What about this?
Oh, very good. Very artistic. Why don't you show that to Gordon and see what he says?
No?
No. Find the skull. Bring me the skull of Ethel Barnstein.
Gordon, I have to talk to you. I'm sorry for interrupting your concentration or your preparation or something, but you know in Act 5 when you have a scene with Richfield as a grave digger and he's supposed to hand you the skull of York? Well, he won't, because I put York's skull on the prop table and checked it off like I was supposed to on my pre-show prop checklist. But I went to put it in the trap that's supposed to be the grave and it's gone and I've looked everywhere and Haley's going to kill me because you can't use this cantaloupe, can you? I'm really, really sorry, but maybe you could just do a rewrite, you know? Like, he thinks I held the skull of Yorick once, and we thought it looked at it like this melon.
Richfield, have you seen the skull?
It's in the trap.
It's in the trap.
In the trap.
Put it there myself before the show. Always check your own props. When I was doing Our Town with Thornton, well, those props were all imaginary, but I would check them and set them just the same. Oh, and by the way, nice work on the skull. Very realistic. Every time I see it, it reminds me of someone.
Nobody told you? It's a skull.
Yes, very nice work, Brown.
Ron!
Thank you, Brown.
All right, then, where's my second grade digger? Oh, come on, stand, old girl.
What are you doing back here?
No cues while Richfield does his thing with the skull of Ethel Barnstein. Here's some tea. Give you a boost for Act 5.
You think I need a boost?
No, I don't think you need a boost. How all occasions do inform against me was wonderful.
That's
Very
well.
emotional. You were all choked up.
That's well over the skill.
Oh, well, you're doing really great. Gordon,
Yeah?
I better go back to the headset.
Yeah. You got cues coming up.
Yeah. Gordon, that's what I really came on here for. The tea was just an excuse. Have a good one.
You know, they seem to be listening, okay? THI over MFR. What? Daisy's theory of audience involvement. Temperature humidity index divided by the mosquito frequency ratio. Yeah, well, just want to say it seems like it's kind of okay out there. Thank you. Well, don't thank me. I just want to say it's okay. Okay. And I'll be a couple steps down on that last scene so you can take a more upstage position. I mean, the play is called Hamlet, for God's sake. See you out there. See you out there.
Anon, what is he that knows stronger than the carpenter? I exit after one while crowd considers. Gordon, the skull's not in the trap.
Not in a trap.
Why, the grave maker. His house is last till doomsday.
Daisy, have you seen Ethel? The skull. I mean the skull. Have you seen the skull?
The skull is apple?
No. I didn't say Ethel. I said FL. Fermented locus is Latin. That means the place of decay. The grave. The skull. FL.
You're a bit too clever for me sometimes, Gordon. I found it under the board.
Richfield put it there. That's where it was supposed to be.
Here, Braun, put it back in the trap.
You can't put it in the trap. We've seen it started.
Oh, I'll put it in the coffin.
You can't put it in the coffin. The scene with the skull is before the scene with the coffin.
No, the scene with the coffin is before the scene with the skull.
No, the scene with the body is before the scene with the skull, which is before the scene with the coffin.
You found Ethel. Where was she?
Under the barn.
Ethel was underneath the barn.
Ethel?
No, not Ethel. FL. Fermented locus. You know Claire. FL.
Oh, right. Ethel. Gordon.
Tyler, here.
Jack, take it on with you right there.
I can't take it on with me. Sneak it out there or something.
Carmen, you do it.
No way. Here, Braun.
I'll throw it over the flat.
No!
What about the cantaloupe?
No!
Gordon, we're on. Gordon, here.
Have this fellow no feeling of his business that he sings at grave making?
A pickaxe and a spade. Get me a skull from where it hath laid.
Ethel?
No. Of course not. Ethel.
The same skull as George's skull, the king's jester.
The skull was Ethel, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, she always wanted to be in Hamlet.
Is your head okay?
Yeah, it's yours. What you said earlier about maybe falling in love with me, did you mean it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah? Me too. Maybe. Tyler, we have an entrance. Get your ass on stage.
Thanks. Everybody ready for the last scene?
Oh, yeah, this is where we all get to die by poison. Isn't that lovely? Poison leaves so much room for acting.
Lay her in the earth, and from her unpolluted flesh, let violets rise.
Here, thou incestuous, murderous, damned dame, drink off this poison. Follow my mother.
She is justly served. Forgive me, noble Hamlet.
Heaven make thee free. I follow thee. Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest. Report me and my cause aright to the unsatisfied. Oh, I die, Horatio. The potent poison quite o'ercrows my spirit. I cannot live. The rest is silence.
Now cracks the noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and may the flight of our angels sing thee to thy rest.
Well, another old lang syne night. How many is done at Creek, Claire? I don't know. I stopped counting. I don't know why we all have to get up on stage in front of the audience and sing that stupid song like we just did closing night of every season. Because everyone has gone up on stage and sung that stupid song every closing night of every season for 67 years since the theater started. That's no reason. That's the best reason. I think we could use a change.
Well, so do I.
Just because you two cranks are embarrassed by honest sentiment is no reason to toss a 67-year-old tradition.
Well, you need a drink. And come to think of it, so do I.
Haley, is that?
Yes, I thought I would take her to the closing night party.
Haley?
Well, she's my date.
Haley!
Well, I haven't had a date for years. And come to think of it, neither has Ethel.
Haley! You did very well with
a very efficient system. Thanks. Efficiency in the service of art is my watchword. Well, thank you. I appreciated it. Gordon, are you in here?
Here. Call me again. I just like to sit in the barn sometimes. It has a completely different feel than the last show was closed.
Come on. I'm going to the closing night party. Will you dance with me?
I don't dance.
We'll see about that.
Is Gordon out here?
Yeah, he's waxing nostalgic with the mosquitoes.
I just wanted to thank you.
No, thank you. You did nice work this summer.
Thanks.
Sorry about Charlie's off.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it was pretty funny. Not like funny like it was supposed to be funny, but funny like when you look back at it a year from now, funny. Well, the problem is, it won't be funny in Wall Street, Wall Street, from river to river. When you tell it to people, they'll nod and smile, but they won't really understand. And pretty soon, you won't even remember why it was funny. And after that, you won't even tell them anymore at all.
No, you have to be on stage to really understand. Oh, you must be Charley's aunt.
Me? No.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. So, Columbia Law, when do you start?
End of September, I guess.
You guess?
No, I'm sure. It's ironic, though. My agent called me the other day. The Guthrie Theater wants to see me for a spot in the resident company. I told him I wasn't interested. I'm starting school.
Right.
Yeah. It'd be fun to audition, though. I'd probably get it now if I can.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. You know, I had a thought. Columbia Law might defer my enrollment for another year, and it might be nice to be part of a company again. This summer, Charlie's on or not, it's been incredible. Hey, you think I should look into that? Deferring my enrollment? Hey, do you think there's something from Horatio I could do for my audition?
Well, yeah, there's...
Thanks, Gordon. Thanks for the advice. And the summer. Thank you. Can I back to the party?
In a minute.
You know, you kept those mosquitoes out. You got some air conditioning. It really wouldn't be so bad. So what do you think about next season?
Well, haven't really given it much thought. But
Maybe something from Strindberg? Dance of Death? I've always wanted to play the Casper.
Or an Ibsen. I have a killer concept for the lady from the sea.
well, Barbara kind of has this thing about Ibsen.
Really? That's a terrific idea, Gordo. I bet she would sponsor it.
You know, I bet she just might, if you were the one to ask her.
She's inside of the party right now.
Tell her it's by Henrik Ibsen, the same author as Peer Gynt. And be sure to let her know that it was you who directed Charlie's Aunt. That'll clinch it.
Thanks, Gordo. Thanks.
So what do you think about next season?
Do you want to come back?
I suppose I won't get the Happy Camper Award. But this damn barn, it kind of grows on me.
That's the smell.
What?
It's the smell that grows on you.
Grease paint?
Of the barn itself. Old wood, slightly musty, maple leaves.
Candle smoke.
Let's do without repellent.
Yeah, 200-year-old cow shit.
Flop, dear. That's always referred to as flop. Well, look who's here. Where did you two come from?
I think they've been in the prop law.
We've been checking our props.
Not again, like your gig, Tyler.
Tyler?
Gordon, we need to ask you something.
What?
Well, I don't suppose it'll be possible. In fact, with the schedule and all, I'm sure it won't be possible. I'll get involved.
We want to know if we can get married in the barn next summer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, how wonderful!
Holy shit.
How wonderful, a wedding in the barn. I don't remember the last time we had a wedding in the barn. You remember the last time we had a wedding in the barn, Sarah?
I think I was blacked out.
Daisy.
I remember. It was Sarah and Gordon.
I think that's why I was blacked out.
What? You two are married? I've been working with you this entire summer. I didn't even know you two were married.
We're married.
Not anymore.
Divorced.
For 3 years.
3 years and 4 months, 9 days.
Gordon, what about the barn?
Well, I suppose if they can do it before the season or on a dark night.
That is so cool. You are so cool for an old guy, really.
Well, not if it interferes with the schedule. I mean, we don't want to interfere with the schedule or anything like that.
Shut up, honey. Kiss me.
Wow, Tyler. Just a few days ago, you were morphing into a bat, and here you are morphing into a married man, and that is like, wow, so amazing for those of us who know you.
Let's go dance.
Yes, let's go dance, Richfield. Come on, Gordon.
Oh, God.
You've been counting.
Yep. What's this?
Gin and tonic. You like gin and tonic.
Well, what's that?
Diet Coke. I like Diet Coke.
Really?
Really, it's been Diet Coke all summer, in fact. Mostly, anyway.
And then why?
Because then I'd have to talk about it, and we'd have to talk about, and I couldn't. Are you sorry you brought me back here?
No. Are you sorry you came?
No. Can I come back next summer?
Yes.
Gordon, I've got some news for you. I've been toting things up.
Closing night party, and Claire's in the woodshed toting things up.
And I think I have all the receipts in, or at least those that aren't wadded up in the back pockets of Haley's jeans that she'll send me in December to be reimbursed, but I won't because it'll be too late. And I think we are actually, remarkably, going to end the season with a small surplus.
How much?
Well, I've left it a contingency, of course.
Those wadded up receipts in my jeans.
But minus the contingency, it comes to $106, which means we have no cash to start next season. So the earlier you can make your call to Mrs. DeMartino.
Oh, a dear, a female dear.
Oh, God.
Hey, Gordon, we still have some of those fjords. With maybe with a little touch-up, we can make them Alps.
Claire, Gordon, Barbara DeMartino just...
Yeah, she certainly did.
What?
Barbara deliberately dumped an entire bowl of crab and artichokes in what Susanna said.
Why on earth would she do that?
I have no idea.
Gordon?
I have no idea.
What's going on in the farmhouse? We have no idea.
Do you guys know that Barbara DeMartino knows like martial arts and Susanna's a kickboxer?
Who's left in there?
Just like Barbara and some of her friends from the country club, and Susanna. But Susanna's like way skank and yucky.
Shut the doors before they find us.
And be really quiet, because then they'll think that we've left.
Turn out the light. Oh, Susanna.
Don't you cry for me.
Wow, what an amazing end to an amazing summer. Totally amazing. Teeth stirred.
Yeah, I think I slept like 3 hours all season.
And I'm going to stay in touch with everybody, the whole company. You're like my family now, and I'm going to write everybody every day. We all will. I know it.
No, you won't.
Vernon?
Well, she won't write to everybody, and everybody won't write back. You know that.
Well, I know that, but I wouldn't say that it's always night.
It's just the first job thing.
What do you mean? He means that the first time you do this is so intense that the people you work with become your entire world, and it seems impossible that you won't remain that close forever.
But you don't.
Oh, you stay close to some, bump into others from time to time at an audition.
But it's not the same, and you'll learn that when you're off at another theater trying to make plays, and what you really make is another little temporary family, which is what brought you into this business in the first place.
It's why we sing this song.
What does old lang syne mean anyway?
Well, I used to think it meant that old Mr. Lang had a sign.
Old Mr. Lane had a sign. Like, old McDonald had a farm?
Well, yes, exactly. It was a sign of... Well, it doesn't matter. It's sweet and sad, and we all sing it together. I love the way that Sarah takes the harmony at the end.
And it's about old acquaintance.
And friendship.
And not forgetting.
And telling stories in a bar on a summer night.
Should all acquaintance be